All right. Pete, do your magic. Hit the magic clanger there. All right. If we could all please resume your seated positions.
What position?
We're fixing to get going here again. We got next up. Oh yeah, man, I love this one. This is great. Please welcome Wood Allen.
I set this up myself. I've been learning from the best. Yeah, okay. Jimmy Buffett wrote this song, and it was recorded in 2002. It is not probably as familiar as you might not be as familiar with this song as you are Margaritaville, for example, and some of his songs, but he said that what inspired him to write this song was a Martin guitar that was built in the 1800s. And he decided after about 20 years of being a performer, a very successful one, that the guitar was the most important thing to him. So this is a little bit about that and putting everything in perspective for a guy that at that point was doing quite well. I'm not sure I We'll just keep doing that. I really like it. Ready? You want to do something else? Gulf Coast nights, flounder lights, back on the eastern shore, with my history of bricks, thinking it's time to check the crab trap of life once more. Need is a relative thing these days, orders on desire. The high-tech world is full of bright, shiny things we think that we really require. Sometimes more than others, you see who and what and where you are. I'm a one-man band, no immediate plan. Tonight I just need my guitar. No need to be important or famous, no limits on my right NASCAR. One lucky man with my feet in the sun. Tonight I just need my guitar.
Thanks, Wood. I really that song is just perfect, and we haven't ever done a lot of Jimmy Buffett songs up here, so getting one is pretty cool. All right, we've come to one of my favorite parts of the evening. We were going to try to get Willow back up here tonight, but she really wanted to do a song with Great Grandpa, but I think maybe it was a little past her bedtime, and she was all danced out from last night. She started walking about 2 weeks ago, and I think she had just got those pink cowboy boots, and they might have been pinching her toes a little bit, so she wasn't up to coming up here tonight. But we have Henry Barker, and we've also got Albert on harmonica, and George, and Rick, and Paul. So please welcome Henry Barker.
On my first day of high school, my father drove me to school, and I'll never forget the advice he gave me as I was getting out of the car. He said, if you cut your fingers off in wood shop, you're going to flunk typing. I'm gonna live forever, I'm gonna cross that river, I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. You're gonna wanna hold me, just like I always told you. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Nobody here will ever find me, but I'll always be around. Just like the one that is behind me, I'm gonna live forever now. You fathers and you mothers, be good to one another. Please try to raise your children right. Don't let the darkness take them. Don't make them feel forsaken. Just lead them safely to the light. When this old world is blown asunder and all the stars fall from the sky, remember someone really loves you. We'll live forever, you and I. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch
All right. By the way, last night you met Willow's dad, Hunter, and Henry is Albert's other son, Zane, has been helping Henry on and off stage. And Zane is just, it's one of the finest families I think I've ever met. All right. Listen, by the way, these guys are messing with me. I had a song that they were going to do, and I go back and say, "Oh no, we're not doing that. We're going to do this." I said, "Okay, just tell me." Please welcome Sean Murphy with Joy and Rick, and somebody's going to play bass, I think. I'm not sure exactly who.
You need one? Here, wait.
Yes.
Watch out, I'm popping this.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. The song's called Bad Moon Rising. Some people call it "There's a Bathroom on the Right." There's a bathroom on the right. So I was just trying to tell Paul what the bathroom is. That's where the confusion came from. They told me not to talk in between, but too bad. Okay. I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times again. Don't go around tonight, but it's time to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes are flowing. I know the end is coming soon. I feel the rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of raging. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hope you have got your things together. Hope you are all prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taking for a ride. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
There is actually a bathroom right
They're definitely messing with me because they didn't tell me Bob was on that song either. All right, here we go. Please welcome Bob Blackstad.
Check. Oh, okay. Well, this is a song you'll all know. It's like I'm the only soloist, the only vocalist, I should say, on stage. So I will welcome you, ask you to sing along. Harmony would be nice. And you don't have to limit yourself to the choruses. So, anyway, let's get started. Today. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine. I'll be a dandy, and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll be statue table, I'll sleep in your clover, when one cares what tomorrow may bring. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine. I can't be contented with yesterday's glories. I can't live on promises, winter to spring. Today is my moment, and now is my story. I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll sing. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine. While the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away,
Not only is that a sweet song done by a wonderful voice, he had two really good guitar players. And if you watch, I get a kick out of watching Bob when he's playing with somebody else who's also very good, because they're watching each other. And you can tell they appreciate each other's ability. All right, we're going to do it. This year when the song choices were made, two campers wanted to do the same song. So, and we don't do that, so we had to make some adjustments. And it worked out well because Steve Rich is going to do one of my favorite John Denver songs. Please welcome Steve Rich doing Poems, Prayers, and Promises.
Get the banjo all set up?
John Denver, well, I loved his music, and he was really a clean-cut guy in his public persona. Of course, he did have his issues, and things went on in his past to try to cover up a wee bit to protect his image. So he wrote two songs which were a bit controversial, both of which you're hearing tonight, one of which you've already heard, Rocky Mountain High, which of course had nothing to do with consumption of illegal substances, but has to do with being high on the scenery in the Rocky Mountains. And then there's this song that Poems, Prayers, and Promises actually has a line in it, has the original line, and the song became a hit. A couple years later, I saw John Denver live in concert, and he changed the line in the song. The line he sang was, "When my friends and my old lady sit and watch the sun go down." Now, I texted George. He never heard that. He only knows the original version. You know, why my old lady sit and watch, pass the pipe around is what the original lyrics were. So, of course, being in the interest of historical accuracy, we're going to do the original version.
Oh, yeah.
I've been lately thinking about my last time, all the things I've done and how it's been, and I can't help believing in my own mind. I know I'm gonna hate to see it end. I've seen a lot of sunshine slept out in the rain, spent a time or two all on my own, and I've known my lady's pleasures, had myself some friends, spent a night or two in my own home. I have to say it now, it's been a good life all along. It's really fine to have a chance to hang around and lie there by the fire and watch the evening tide while my friends, my old lady, sit and pass the pipe around and talk of poems, prayers, and promises, things that we believe in, how sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care, how long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about the dreams memories we share. Oh, the days that pass so quickly now, the nights are seldom long. Time around me whispers when it's cold, and the changes somehow frighten me. Still I have to smile, for it turns me on to think of growing old. Although my life's been good to me, there's still so much to do. So many things my mind has never known. I'd like to raise a family, like to sail away and dance across the mountains on the moon. I'd have to say it now, it's been a good life all in all. It's really fun to have the chance to hang around and lie there by the fire and watch the evening tide, while my friends, my old lady, sit and pass the pipe around and talk of poems, prayers, and promises, things that we believe in. How sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about the dreams, all the memories we shared?
Thanks for doing that, Steve. I really like that song. 1970, I had a 1967 Volvo 122S Red with an 8-track player in it. And I actually bought an 8-track, you know, 8-tracks, you bought them at truck stops. But I bought a recorder so I could record my own music. And that was the first, Poems and Prayers Promises was the first album that I copied to an 8-track tape. I think it died after the second time I played it. All right, please, we got the big band back up here now. Larry Wheeler with Jerry, Tom, Lamb, and Paul Gabrielson on bass, doing Rainbow Connection. Please welcome Larry Wheeler.
Go ahead and start talking. And the first thing I want to say is, Sean, I didn't have to go until you started telling your story, so thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Just before camp last year, I got some unfortunate news about a health issue that I was not aware of, and so we began taking care of that right after camp. And it took most of the year to get that done. Things are looking fine for right now. We'll see. You know, we'll just keep working at it. And out of all those kinds of situations, there's not a whole lot of good until you get to the end. But one thing did happen that I wanted to share with you tonight. I was sitting in, this was right at the very beginning, sitting in the waiting room at the doctor's office, and there's a gentleman sitting next to me, and we were sort of off to the side. He had this giant cup of coffee. huge cup of coffee that he just kept drinking quite aggressively. And on the other side, there were a number of people that were waiting in the seats that were over there. So the receptionist was just as pleasant and wonderful as she could be. She just greeted everyone and was nice and everything. But she was a one-at-a-time person. And so when things began to pile up on her, she became slightly nervous. So we were sitting there, and he and I began to notice that we could overhear everything that the receptionist was saying. And she had two people standing next to the desk, and the phone ringing incessantly. And this is what happened. She answered the phone and said, "Kansas University Urology Department. Can you hold?" The guy with the coffee did something with his sinuses that I've never seen before. This song was written by a little bitty white guy, Paul Williamson, and it was sung by a little bitty green guy, Kermit. T is his middle initial frog. And so I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the things they ask us to do as campers is to make a little recording of the songs that we're going to do in the key that we're going to sing it in, and send it to the folks that are going to be playing with us so that they have at least some idea. Although the recordings are certainly not great, but they're good enough. You know? So my daughter happens to have a former classmate from high school that owns a recording studio. So I called him up and said, would you mind, just doing this informal recording? He said, great, come on out. So I went out. Before I went, I was talking to Lois about it, and Lois and I were saying, what it was going to be like and all that. And I asked her, do you think I should sing it like Kermit the Frog? Which I thought might be fun, She said, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Just sing it. Just, do what you said. So I did. I went out to the recording studio, and Andy is the owner of the thing, and we worked and got it done and everything, and brought it home. And Lois said, well, let me listen. And so she listened to the whole recording and said, I thought you weren't going to sing it like her. Very long and quiet evening. There's a lot of parts of this song that everybody knows, so please, when we get to those parts, sing them, okay? And I was going to tell you that my voice is really sort of raspy and rough because of, since Tuesday, we've been rehearsing all day with everybody, to do everything that's different. But the truth of the matter is, you guys have heard me sing before, and this is kind of how I sound. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Why is there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions and only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. What it's done so far. What's so amazing stargazing, and what do we think I might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. I know that it's probably magic. Who said? Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to forget it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da da, la da 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 dee da da da.
Best version of that song I ever heard by a fella that wasn't green. You know, we're lucky here because we occasionally will have the opportunity to bring in somebody that we don't normally, that isn't on the staff. Mary Alberts has sung with us a few times, and Jeff Fessenden was with us this year. And it's always cool to have somebody new that we can see and hear. Earl Ferguson wanted to do a song by Al Stewart, and he's a big Al Stewart fan, as are many of us. And last year we were fortunate to have in the audience a musician named Paul Robinson. Paul was in Al Stewart's road band. Also played with Dan Hicks and the Hot Licks, and then the Hot Licks after Dan passed. He's a wonderful musician, plays regularly, nightly almost, in Sausalito. So we're gonna have him. Earl Ferguson's gonna do Modern Times, going to be accompanied by Paul Robinson, Rob Ryder. Dave is gonna break out the accordion, and Paul is gonna play bass. Please welcome Earl Ferguson.
I should mention Paul wasn't just in the band with Al Stewart. Paul was one of the primary lead guitarists that Al would tour with when he would do dual concerts as well. And so it's quite exciting. He's obviously played this song a few times.
That's the one that was supposed to, but you can do that if you want.
What am I supposed to be? I don't know.
That's the one that 57 is if you want to use it.
This one?
Yeah. 57?
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. There you go. How about this one?
Yeah.
Touch it to your tongue, see what happens. Ready.
Hello, old friend. What a strange coincidence to find you. It's been 15 years since we last met, but I still recognized you. So call the barman over here and let us fill our glasses and drink a toast to olden times where all our memories lie. Where all our memories lie. Remember time when we were young? Oh, Lord, outside the window, the frosty moonlight hung on the evening snow. So we pulled our scarves round our faces in the night, huddled on the doorsteps where the fairy lights shone bright, singing Christmas carols while our feet hung in the light. It all comes back like yesterday. It almost seems like yesterday. Do you remember the changes as we grew? Slowly, slow. In the back way into movies after school for the evening show. Chasing skinny virgin girls across the building site. Checking out the dance floor while the band played Hold Me Tight. See the blonde one over there, I bet she'll be alright. It all comes back like yesterday. It almost seemed like yesterday. While I talked, he sat and he never made a sound, staring at the glass beside me. Hey, old friend, tell me what's on your mind. Silence grows on you like ivy, ivy. Do you remember a church across the sands? Holy, holy, holy. You stood outside and planned to travel to the lands where the pilgrims go. So you packed your world up inside a canvas sack, set off down the highway with your rings and in a lap. Someone said they saw you in the car a long time back. Tell me why you look away. Don't you have a word to say? He said, I don't remember, I don't want to remember. In fact, I've heard too much already.
No? Want to use the mic on the stage?
Al Stewart never wore a lot of glitter. He didn't smash many guitars, but you sure write a song. All right, well, here's the cosmic time of the evening where John Carish comes out and does his annual Fish song. So always look forward to it. And so he's going to do one. Steve Rich is going to accompany him, and it looks like supposedly Bob Hawkins and Rick and Dave. So please welcome John Carish.
Is it working okay? So, well, this is my last song at my last camp. But it's a special camp for me, not just because it's the last one, but because it's bookended by two special events in my life. Last December, I got married for the first time. And next June, I'm going to retire after 25 years on the bench. So, this is my 18th camp, and in all 18 camps, I've had the privilege of performing with my friend Steve Rich over there. So thank you, Steve. And I checked my list, and I performed for you guys 64 times in the last 18 camps. So, and I've enjoyed everyone tremendously. Everybody's looking okay? And I just wanted to, especially, this is a song by Fish. It's a song about life and the special people that come in and out of your life through the years. And I want to dedicate this to the memory of Steve's wife, Lynn, who was a dear friend of mine. So this is for you, Lynn. So it's called Show of Life. Yes. No easy road, this sorrow and strife. We find ourselves in the show of life. What's on the schedule? What's on your plan? Do you ever ignore what you don't understand? Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. Fasten my seatbelt wherever I go. It's been perfectly planned. It's completely insane. It's a revolving cast, but it's the same old game. Waves of people come and they go. Shine for a while in this marvelous show. It's a limited time that we exist. We slowly make our way into the mist. My thoughts are racing. I see faces of the friends that I recall. Take this time to thank you all. Just as the blind imagine what it is to have sight, we slowly take a stroll into the night. It's no easy road,
There you go.
This one okay?
Yeah.
Steve Spick, you know, I'm ignorant. I don't know anything about fish, except I understand that the concerts the audiences can be rather interesting. I was a deadhead, so I mean there are some similarities. All right, next up, here's our buddy D. Allred, and D and I we talk, and you know sometimes he'll say, you know, I'm thinking about doing this song. I say, whoa, that's good. And then he'll say, what do you think? And I say, well, and he say, I'm thinking about doing this one. I say, well, that one's good too. So tonight he's going to do a song by John Martin, British singer-songwriter. And this song has been covered by so many people. Everyone from the Bellamy Brothers to Eric Clapton. And Dee's version of it, I heard it today at Soundcheck. So you're going to like this. Please welcome Dee Allred.
Thank you, sir.
How many people know the name of Mr. Bojangles' dog? Upton. His dog Upton died.
Hanging around the line too long.
It's analogous to the question. Anybody know Smokey Bear's middle name? Tough. That's good. It's been my great privilege to be associated with so many folks in camp since 2009, and it's just been a joy in my life to be here and to watch and learn. And one highlight was, for those of you that don't know, I make my living by operating on people. And about 7 years ago, my circulating nurse, the operating room, says, there's a guy on the phone by the name of Bob, and he'd like to speak to you. I says, Bob who? And he says, well, he says he's with the Kingston Trio. I said, would that be Bob Shane? She said, I think that's what he said. He says, I'll take the call. But you never know when you're able to meet one of your heroes and develop a relationship and be able to perform here. And the people that I've met and continue to meet have just been a blessing in my life. Last year I was not able to come for some reasons, but anyway, life goes on, and I just want you to know I appreciate the love and fellowship and certainly the friends that I've made from the camp. So this is May You Never by John Martin. I'll try to bluff my way through it. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold. May you never make your bed out in the cold. You're just like a great soul brother of mine. You know a lot
stab me in my back, I know there's a song to do. Oh, please, won't you bear in mind, love is a lesson to learn in our time. Please, won't you bear in mind. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold. May you never lay it out in the cold. You're just like great, strong brother of mine. You know that I love you too. You never talk dirty behind my back. I know there's something to do. Oh, won't you please, won't you bear it in mind? Love is a lesson to learn in our time. Please, won't you bear it in mind? May you never lose your temper if you get in a barroom fight. May you never lose a woman overnight. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold. May you never make your bed out in the cold. May you never lose your temper if you get in a barroom fight. May you never lose your woman overnight. May you never lose your woman overnight. May you never lose your woman overnight.
I've learned that the smartest thing to do is go up to them out there and say, now who's playing with you on this? So, and I actually have it right this time. So please welcome Jim Neininger. He's going to be accompanied by Rick and Paul.
I'd like to thank Rick and Paul for joining me in this song. This is a song by the Scottish singer-songwriter Archie Fisher called Windward Away. Love will come and love will go as the seas roll on forever. And lost love has the everlasting flow of a never-ending river. And it's not an easy reckoning that sometimes I have the notion that womankind in her heart and mind sails on a restless ocean. For a tall ship came windward away on a gray Atlantic morning. She showed no lights or colors at the hour before the dawning. On a full-rigged run to the rising sun, she reached our starboard quarter, and I'll ne'er forget the name she bore. She
was called the Neptune's daughter. Her sails were white as ivory, and her rigging sang of harp strings. Her spars were black as ebony, and her fin were free of lashings. Her coat of grey was the spindrift spray as she split the waves asunder. I can see her now as she crossed our bow, and I gazed in silent wonder. Her course was set by destiny, and no helmsman hand could change her. We signaled and we warned her, you are standing into danger. But she left us free on the westerly, and as we watched her pale sail sinking, and if only I were upon her deck, is all that I was thinking. For love will come and love will go as the years roll on forever. And lost love has the never-asking flow of a never-ending river. And it's not an easy reckoning that sometimes I have the notion that womankind in her heart and mind is a tall ship on the ocean.
Okay, last Kemper song of the evening. And we've got some special guests that we're gonna record here. All right, last song, Albert Barker. It's gonna be accompanied tonight by Bob Blackstone. I thought I was not seeing this wrong. It says Rob here, but that wasn't Rob back there, it was Bob. So they're still trying to confuse me, but I'm working around it. Please welcome Albert Barker.
It's instrument 3, Dave. Oh yeah. That was it. That's it. That was it? In front of Albert, that's the one for. Oh, you're supposed to be over there, right? 3 going to the guitar. No, it's good, you're good. Just 3 to the guitar.
3 and 3.
3 and 3. Not, yes, there we go.
All right.
They don't hire monkeys to do this. It's stereo. Maybe they do.
About 4 months ago, I asked Bob Blackstead to, I actually challenged him to learn this song. And there was some question in my mind, and he answered the mail by sending me an email with a demonstration. And I knew when he sent me the demonstration that the demo that he would be the one. And I wanted to thank Bob for spending the better part of his days these last few months learning this song. A lot of people believe that that you have to get paid to be a professional. That's not necessarily the case. Professionalism is an attitude, and Bob has that in spades. I also wanted to say hi to my daughter Aaliyah, who's in the audience tonight. I love you. And I also wanted to dedicate this song to my wife. We'll be married 30 years this coming Tuesday. And really the applause goes to her. But this song by Sting describes a timeless love. Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing, and the corn, it ripens fastest when the frosts are settling in. And when a woman tells me my face she'll soon forget, before we part, I'll wage a crime, she's fain to follow death. Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing, and the swallow skims without a thought as long as it is spring. But when spring goes and winter blows, my lassie, you'll be fain for all your pride to follow me across the stormy main. Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing, and the bee which flew when summer shone in winter cannot sting. I've seen a woman's anger melt betwixt the night and morn. Art surely not a harder thing than a tame a woman's scorn. Well, I'll never say me farewell here, no farewell I will sing, and you shall set me to the stile and kiss me, take your leave. I'll stay here till the curlew calls and the martlet takes his wing. Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing.
For the last several years, we've been fortunate. You know, the Deerings have been just so supportive for us over the years, and they're such wonderful people, and a joy to have with us. And a couple of years ago, Greg asked me if he and a couple of his buddies could do a song or two at the end of the show. Okay. So 2 years ago he started, and last year they had their friend from Australia join him. He couldn't be here this year, but Greg and John and Tony Prem have agreed to come up and do a couple of songs for us. So please welcome Greg Deering and John and Tony Prem.
We're gonna hit the spot here. Can we get in the same order as before, possibly? We are. Okay, we're good, we're good. You know.
Contrary to what people think, I'm not the pastor. This is my brother John, he's the pastor. I just wanted to clear up that right away. He has the testimony.
I don't know what that means.
We're ready. Are you guys ready? Yeah. We hope you just have a really fun time right now. I know you're tired, you've been here a long time, but I just want you to pretend you're in our living room right now.
Can I take your picture?
In fact, a couple of years ago, we came straight from engagements at my dad's living room. So we were playing there, and then we came here, and it was really fun. And they hadn't done this in a long time. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Someday, some old familiar rain.
Someday, some old familiar rain
will come along and know my name. And then my shelter will be gone. And I'll have to move along. Till I do, I'll stay a while and track the hidden countries of your smile. Someday the man I used to be, someday the man I used to be will come along and call on me. And then because I'm just a man, you'll find my feet are made of sand. But till that time, I'll tell you lies, chart the hidden boundaries of your eyes. Someday the world I used to know, someday the world I used to know will come along and bid me go. Then I'll be leaving you behind, for love is just a state of mind. But till that day, I'll be your man,
crazy. It's a happy song, but it's a sad song. So I don't know how it can be a happy and sad song at the same time. But I hear it's a hit with a rolling pin. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, I don't know. But it's a happy song. So hopefully you'll be happy to hear it.
I can relate to this song because I met my wife, I started dating her in the 10th grade. And I went to meet her parents, and her dad did not like me. In fact, I had long hair, I was a hippie freak, and you know, he called me meathead.
Oh boy.
So, you know, and she told him, but Dad, he plays the guitar. Oh, that makes it better. Anyway, so here's a fun song that I like to sing. Took my girlfriend home the other night. Got myself in an awful fight. She said, "Doo-doo, darling, won't you please come in?" Her old lady socked me with a rolling pin, and I bawled, oh man, you should have heard me bawl. I'd follow and I feel the pin. I don't regret that old woman again. Oh yes, I bawled, oh man, you should have heard me bawl. I'd follow and I feel the pin. I don't regret that old woman again. Well, the first time she hit me, she knocked me down. Wouldn't even let me get off of the ground. I tried to teach her the rules of Queensbury. She said, boy, cuts no ice with me. So I bawled. Oh man, you should have heard me bawl. When I follow and I feel the pin. I don't regret that old woman again. Oh yes, I bawled. Oh man, you should have heard me bawl. When I follow and I feel the pin. I don't regret that old woman again. We'll talk about eternity. Well, that encounter seemed to me. She started to sneeze and I start to run. Down like a bullet from a machine gun. And I bawled. Oh man, you should have heard me bawl. Well, I follow when I feel the pin. And don't regret that old woman again. Oh yes, I bawled. Oh man, you should have heard me bawl. Well, I follow when I feel the pin. And don't regret that old woman again.
Honestly, getting whacked in the head by a rolling pin does not sound like a positive thing. I don't know about you. So, to me, I really thought it ought to be a blues song. Don't you think? So let's hear it like a blues song.
When Tony decided he liked my ball, an alternative universe descended upon him.
And here we go.
I'm from Texas, so it's kind of weird. Took my girlfriend home the other night. Got myself in an awful fight. She said, "Doo-doo, darling, won't you please come in?" The old lady socked me with a rolling pin, and I bawled. The first time she hit me, she knocked me down. Wouldn't even let me get off of the ground. I tried to teach her of the rules of Queensbury. She said, boy, cuts no ice with me. And I bawled. Oh man, you should have heard me bawl. Well, I bawl when I feel the pin. I don't mean that old woman again. I bawled. Okay, here's the San Francisco rock part. talk about eternity. Well, that encounter seems to me. She starts to sneeze and I start to run. Gone like a bullet from a machine gun. And I fall. Yeah, I fall. Well, I fall when I feel the pin. I don't meet with that old woman again. I fall. Here comes the big ending. Right.
You know, there are some songs that are written that are mind-blowing in so many different ways. They are written with lyrics that are so erudite, they're unbelievable. When you take them in, they just go into every part of your body and you sing them. I mean, you're washing dishes, you're singing the lyrics. You're driving your car, you're singing. In fact, George Grove and I were talking about it today. There's some writers, when they write songs, people just gravitate to the songs because they're so powerful, so deep and wide, and so introspective and so powerful. And in fact, they move nations, these songs. The next song we're about to do is not one of those. In fact, I would tell you that this song stinks. It really does. And you'll see why. And this is a song that we wrote ourselves, and it's called Smells Like. There you go. There's a man that lives with me. He lives with solitude. One night we were playing guitars. We could smell him coming, oh God, yeah, you. Well, he smells like John in the morning. He smells like John in the noon. Inspired lyrics. He smells like John in the evening. He smells, oh God, you. Well, the neighbors all came over in a ruckus, wondering what the heck was coming off. Well, we all pushed him out the side door. We said, boy, can't you smell it? It's enough. And he smells like John in the morning. He smells like John in the noon. He smells like John in the evening. He smells, oh God, he you. Well, I once knew a man who wanted to join the Navy. Wanted to learn how to swim. Well, all the water he found was in the privy. Was all the water he found to jump in. Now he smells like John in the morning. He smells like John in the noon. He smells like John in the evening. He smells, oh God, he do. Sing it, Greg. Well, this song could go on forever, but ever is a very long time. And this man, he was quite lonely.
you.
Thanks very much. We're not quite done. These camps have been an incredible event for decades. I got to be here, unfortunately, after John and Nick were gone, but it went through many, many years prior to that. And the person that made it all happen was behind the scenes, working hard, taking care of all the details so that we could all have our wonderful dreams come true, was Paul Rudd. Paul, you agree with me that we can't come up with enough words to thank Paul. And in trying to think how we could thank him on your behalf and our behalf, we brought a very special banjo tonight to present to Paul. On the nameplate, it says Paul Rudd. This Unfortunately, it's already had smells like a John flavor. Now, this is not an official model, but if other people want it, it can be an official model, and Paul will get the royalties. Thank you.
Thank you. I had no idea that was, that's pretty special. That's extremely special.
You deserve it.
Oh, Bobby. I was looking up here and said those guys could play a little bit, but boy, they're one egg short of an omelet. But, now I can't do that. That was very special. This concludes your entertainment for this evening. We'll do this again tomorrow evening at 7. And drive safely on the way home. We'll see you tomorrow.